Welcome, Mr. Kayode Williams joins us now. He's of the Prison Rehabilitation Network. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Nice meeting you.
Well, we have several cases now of jailbreaks. We thought at the time when they had the last jailbreak where they spoke up about it and said this will never happen again, former Minister of Interior. Here we are again. We've recorded over 2 of those. But immediately after those happened, well, not immediately, but after it happened, we had the ministry suspend some people. We had them sack certain people. But there was another one. What's going on?
Well, because we have problems in the prisons which the people in authority are not sincere to explain to the nation Nigeria why there should be continuous prison escapes. They have a big problem in their hand.
What is the problem?
Well, let's start from who are the people manning the prisons? Because when you talk of prisons, you talk of reformers. 1, junior staffs that supposed to be on ground, they are short of junior staffs. And they have a system of employing their own family secretly into the ASP rank.
That's the senior
assistant superintendent of prisons. And these people cannot come and hold the key. Because if you heard of the last 2 escapes. One, they said the prisoners were throwing blankets. Where were the warders? Those that are supposed to be on the guard. Because the prison wall is supposed to be manned by warders. But because they are short of manpower of these junior officers, and they are not employing them. 2, there is decay in the hierarchy. The Controller General of Prison is talking to us now. There is problem over there.
What is this decay? Like, what exactly?
The junior staffs are not having confidence in their officers.
Why do you think that's the case?
Recently, we read in the newspaper that the Controller General falsifies his age.
Oh.
If a reformer is alleged, he's supposed to come out and tell the nation, is this true? Did you falsify your age? And it was displayed in the paper. And nobody is asking questions. And this is the man that others will be looking at as their head.
You think that's why there's that decay?
Demoralization.
Did you just start now? That particular one, just an isolated case, isn't it? Is this sufficient?
There are so many other things. Recruitment of people into the senior cadre, neglecting and demoralizing the junior officers, the people that have been in the system. There was a time they downsize and the rank of some officers. And most of these people are still working. So when they bring in the new ones, graduates, to begin to teach them their work, some of them has worked for 20, 15, 18 years, and they were retarded. So you see they look this side and allow whatever will happen to happen. That's it.
So does that mean that those warders don't get the requisite training that they're supposed to get?
They have training, but they are not motivated.
In terms of what, remuneration?
Exactly. And promotion. And making them to be sure that you are using this office to protect, because they don't have guns. Forget about the armed squad that were recently trained by the prison officers. How many of them are we seeing them using them? So what I'm saying is there should be a total shaking in the prison.
Besides, you talk about remuneration and promotion. Let's look at the environment in which they operate. How do you describe the prison environment?
That is the worst you can imagine as an environment for officers of the Nigerian Prison Service to operate. Is that how the prisons should look in Nigeria? Like a zoo where animals are kept? We should address the issues. It is a complex issue. But they are talking of congestion. Okay, they have awaiting trials. The awaiting trials in Nigerian prisons are about 70 to 80%. Convicts are not more than 20-25%. Ikoyi, we have Ikoyi prison. We have medium, we have maximum. Now, they lock both the awaiting trials and the convicted prisoners together. They should have been using a place like Ikoyi prison as a receiving center where only awaiting trials will be kept. You don't need to mix awaiting trials with the convict.
But why don't we get jailbreaks in those kind of areas?
In Ikoyi? Because so many things are, all these things you are looking at, you people are only seeing, hearing prison. There are some intrigues, some in there. And there are a lot, I used to tell you that there are mafias in the prison. Even in the way they transfer their officers, the placement of officers in charge of states. Those days they used to do recruitment by the state controllers. But now everything is in Abuja. And that is the craziness. The controller general is controlling everything.
Wait, hold on. You complained about the manner of recruitment.
Yeah.
And now you're complaining about the fact that it's all centralized, no longer decentralized.
Yes.
Don't you think it will help to make it easier to monitor who and who's coming in?
How? When the controller of prisons are in charge, you entrust your subordinate with trust. You allow them to use their offices. Contracts, every feeding of the prisoners is from Abuja. Everything is Abuja, Abuja. You should decentralize all these things. Let the prison officers be trusted with the capacity of handling the prisoners. You only report to your officers. Like I'm telling you, the controller of prison in states, when they want to ask him question now about the escape, he will be telling you, I'm sorry, it has become the norm. What norm? Is it normal for escape to continue to happen in Nigeria the way it's happening in the prisons today? That's why I'm saying let them decentralize. Separate the awaiting trials. Maximum security ought to hold the convicted ones who have long-term imprisonment. Medium should hold those within 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Then the Ikoyi prison should handle the awaiting trials alone. So that they will focus. You will know who is who. They are all working together. They open them together. Okay, they work together.
As it is now, both the ATMs and the convicted ones are all put together.
Because they have their different cells. They have their different apartments. But when they open the cell, they open it for everybody. There is mixture.
If that, declassification happens, what about the wardens themselves? Can that problem be solved if they don't address the issue of the wardens?
You will be able to mentor and monitor. When they are in different categories, you will be able, okay, some prisoners are awaiting trials, some of them don't wear prison uniform. Somebody that is an awaiting trial supposed to be in a particular dress so as to identify his person. A convicted prisoner with his category must be addressed must be identified with the type of uniform. You have blue jumper, you have green jumper for the inmates, convicted ones. You have green for the awaiting trials. But awaiting trials cannot be wearing uniform because they are not yet convicted. They are just a tenant in the prison, police tenant. They are not convicted. So two, the prison officers.
Okay, just hold on. We'll continue from that particular second point when we return in a moment. Join us again.